Hey, this is Achilles. We're going to test our pullout game on Battle Styles and Chilling Reign right now, the most two recent sets, as we prepare for Evolving Skies in a month or so.
Damn! Oh, I dropped it. Oh,
We're going to test our pullout game, see what we can get today, and if you notice, I have a different setup again. This is like my fourth or fifth setup because I've been moving a lot. But my kids, you see those tiles back there? I had it all over my living room where I set up my new place, my new filming area. My kids tore them all down. Like, they just took them off. So I'm like, dude, this is not a good spot. I gotta go into a room where I can close it off and the kids can't interfere. Plus, then I gotta keep like my sleeves and my little area together, my phone, my tripod and everything. It all gets messed up every single time. I've got to take it apart and put it back together in my living room. It was not working out, but we're gonna do this in my little office room now, where I should have had it in the first place. But let's go ahead and get these. And on this channel, I don't simply just open Pokemon cards. I want to talk about things that matter to you or to anybody. My viewers are in the age range of 25 to 30. 40 years old, and most of you are guys, so I like to talk about self-improvement. I want to talk about things that can help us out, things that are going on in my life right now, and things that might be going on in yours. I guess today, while we're testing our pullout game, I can talk about, like, I guess, careers. That's one thing in my life that is heavy on my mind right now. Making money, setting up my life, trying to get the lifestyle that I want. And maybe you're thinking the same too, or maybe you're like most young people, don't know what you're going, don't really have a clear path, and maybe you're stuck or just need some guidance. The same way I needed a lot of guidance in my young 20s, and now as I'm approaching 30, I'm finally just getting there to the point where I know where I want to go and what I need to do. And I didn't take the easiest path. I already have a little family to take care of. I have 2 kids now and a wife. So it's like I did it backwards. I guess maybe I might be able to come from this point of view and help my young viewers out too. Psychic energy. So let's talk about picking careers, I guess. Now, from one generation to the next, there's always going to be teachings that your parents teach the kids and then we teach our kids, right? And I believe every generation is going to be different because of how fast technology is changing things. And we have this little funny looking weeping bell. The things that my parents taught me probably do not, like, what do you say? They don't work as good, or they don't work as effectively as how things work now. Especially if you're talking about making money or developing a career. So I was taught that traditional go to college and we have a Marowak rare. I always wondered, like, for this Pokemon, the Cubone skull, it evolves too, it changes. So even the skull on top of Cubone evolves. Yeah, so I was taught to go to school, get a degree, and get a good job so we can be safe and secure, right? I think that worked better like in the 70s and 80s, maybe even 90s. But nowadays, both parents have to work. Jobs, wages haven't really increased much, right? Until recently, where everyone wants 15 now, and a lot of jobs are paying 15 and up now. But that's not the main issue. The main issue is if the focus is on making money and trying to set up your life to where you don't have to worry about money and you can just live, right? And you can put your money into different things in different places to kind of grow your lifestyle. We weren't really taught that too well, especially in families like mine where we did not come from a I guess well-off background. My parents came here as immigrants when they were kids. My grandparents came here dirt poor from a war-torn country during the Vietnam War. So they came here with being poor, right? And how do you know how to make money if you came here poor? You have to work your way through it. So they had a tough journey. And I cannot blame them for not knowing how to like invest and how to start businesses and how to do all that to kind of get to that level. I can't blame them for that. And we have a conqueror. I can't blame them for that. They weren't able to teach me that, and that's totally understandable. What they were able to teach me is to go to school, because they could see other people that went to school and did well for themselves, got stable jobs, got, middle class paying jobs, which is great and fine. If that is your goal, you can get it. But in my age, in my generation, millennials, ages 25 to 38, I believe, right now, if you were born in the 80s to the late 90s, you're a millennial. It's a lot different now. Careers are a lot different now. Most of the time, your college degree does not translate. There are a lot of useless college degrees. The only ones that are really necessary are the STEM ones: science, technology, engineering, math, and of course medicine, right? Those matter a lot more nowadays because you need them to go into those fields. But what the internet and social media has allowed for us to do is to circumvent through all of that, like bypass all of the formal education and go straight into careers, where if you did 4 years of school, there's a chance you'll get a job after the 4 years of school, right? But if I did 4 years of YouTube, there's a chance that I have my own business at the end of those 4 years, and I worked on it just as hard as I would have worked on math homework or on homework from school. If I did I put in the same amount of work to work every single day, to the point where at the end of 4 years I have a good following, I have a lot of subscribers and able to monetize it, I'd probably be in the same position as someone who got like an entry-level job that got out of college, right? And you can see it's proof everywhere that it's possible. More and more people are doing it every day. Like you look at TikTok, like making short videos, and some people just do it, post a video every single day. A lot of people are blowing up that way. And single strike Urshifu VMAX. Nice. This is my first one, I think. A lot of people are proving that you don't need to go the traditional route, and you don't have to fall under the pressure of you have to do it this way and you have to do it that way. It's not the way it is anymore. And that's the trap that I fell into growing up. I didn't know what I wanted to do, or maybe I did. The thing is, I did know what I wanted to do. I knew my strengths as a kid. I was artistic. I liked to draw. And I was more of like a creative person. But when you go to traditional schooling, you're pretty much guided away from the arts. You can take like elective art classes and stuff, right? But they don't have a career waiting for you at the end of schooling for art. It's one of those hit or miss. You become very famous, or like 99% of people just stay struggling the entire time. But YouTube, social media, Instagram, TikTok, things like that have changed what you can do. You can see like these short 50 second clips. If someone is very creative in that time span and can catch people's attention and make people keep watching their content, then you can actually make a career out of that. All you gotta do is open up your app to see how many people are killing it. Now we are moving on to Chilling Reign, which I have not opened a lot of Chilling Reign, and I really want to collect the Galarian birds. I just really like the new designs and stuff. I think it's a good twist that they put on the birds, changing their types completely and making them totally redesigned. Ooh. Yeah. But back to choosing careers. Right now, I did not. I'm not using any of my college experience. Well, I am in terms of like knowing how to speak and communicate and write. Like I learned how to write. I liked writing too, right? Like I'm a creative person. I liked writing. I didn't really like writing essays, but I was good at writing. If that's the thing, I was good at writing, even if I didn't want to be. And even though I didn't like reading, like I didn't like reading textbooks at all, I knew that I had a talent to write my thoughts down, edit them, reword if I needed to, and make like a coherent piece of paper, right? And I've kind of translated that into digital marketing, where if you need to write an advertisement, if you need to write a good post on your caption under your pictures and whatnot, I'm really good at that now, and I can use that to leverage going out there as a freelancer to get paid to do this for a business, right? It doesn't have to be you don't have to go straight into like one of those list of jobs. When you're looking through college courses, you can see if you like go through this major, these jobs are available for you. You don't have to do that. I used to do that. I remember being like 18, 19 in my first year of college, just looking through that list of like possible jobs waiting for me if I graduated with this major, right? And I didn't like any of them. None of them did it for me. I was just following what my like immediate circle was telling me to do. The dangerous thing about taking advice from the people that you know is that the people you know might not be where you want to be. Let me explain that. My mom was a hairdresser for most of my life, and she had like that entrepreneurial spirit where she had to work for herself, pay for her spot in the salon, and whatever she got after that, she'll keep it for herself. She wasn't really employed. She was mostly like basically self-employed, right? My dad, on the other hand, went the college route, finished his 4-year degree in, I believe it was software engineering, and he worked his way up to become like a very, in a high position where in the software field, right, working for a big bank. He makes a good salary right now. He's above average, like way above average. And he's carved a good career for himself, a comfortable career where he can have what he wants, right? And he really wanted to push me into doing the same thing. Not as him, but like going into a STEM field, right? He wanted me to is medicine in STEM? I don't know. Yeah, he wanted me to be a doctor, and I knew at the bottom, deep down inside, I'm not cut out to be a doctor, man. Like, screw that. I'm not a doctor. I cannot sit through 8 to 10 years of college and come out a doctor because I'm not passionate about it. The only way you can do that is if you're really passionate about it and that's really what you want to do, right? It wasn't what I wanted to do. You see, in my family's minds, they thought that the best thing you could do in life is become a doctor because your status is way up here as a doctor. Everyone respects you. Our community will respect you, and it's like one of the safest ways to make a salary forever. Like you will never not have a job. Your job security will always be there no matter where you go if you're a doctor. And they thought that was the pinnacle of what you could be. But when I challenged them, I challenged that thought, and I'm like, I guess I'm one of the first in my family to do it, is to go off from the safe path and take a risk. Because for me, I'm all about business. I'm all about trying to like grow myself exponentially, salary wise, like money wise, right? If you have a job, you get paid a flat line, you get a raise, bump it up a little bit, get a raise, bump it up a little bit. And the rest of your life, you're making like that flat line of pay, right? But for me, I don't mind starting dirt poor and working my way up to where if I grow my business, it'll go exponentially and my money will go up this way. Making investments, starting businesses, owning things, investing. That, to me, is the pinnacle of success, right? Like knowing how to do this in a business way, learning how to use the system to grow your money. And that is something that I don't think my family understands. To them, it's just a big waste of time. It's risky. And yes, it is risky. But what does a young guy like me have to lose? If I lose all my money, there are ways you can go bankrupt. You can start back from zero with like just wipe away everything you have. Like your credit gets destroyed, but you can like start over so many times until you make it. And if you do make it, then your past doesn't matter anymore after that because you've made it. You can erase all that. And I've learned a lot about credit. I've learned a lot about loans. I learned a lot about people with money, man. Like, my family came from a poor background. They don't understand the game of money. So it's stuff that I had to learn by myself, and I'm still learning right now. I'm very at a beginner level, but I see myself in 5 to 10 years being way beyond that of what my family could imagine for me. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just this topic really excites me because I'm still in the beginning, and I see for myself a lot of potential, and I see for other people, like young people in my family and my friend circle, I see a lot of potential too for everybody. But most people will never escape that traditional way of thinking where, you just, oh man, another VMAX. Sanaconda VMAX. Awesome. That's a big snake. This will frighten a lot of people. But I am trying to trailblaze my own path, and I know that a lot of people can do it. It's just that it's hard. The chances are stacked against you, but there is proof everywhere that it's doable. You can create your own brands. You can create your own lifestyle, your own businesses. And this is pretty much how America was built. This is how the biggest economy of all time was built, through entrepreneurship, through businesses. It wasn't through like earning a wage, right? All the people working a job, you're working for somebody who owns a business, for the investors, the shareholders, to create these super economies, right? And you can argue that it's a bad thing, good or bad. That's not really the topic of this video, but I think the goal, the real American dream, is to actually have your own businesses, to have your own life, to live the lifestyle that you want to live freely, right? I can't be free if I have to be at work 5 days a week, working for somebody that tells me this is the amount of money you can earn here. You can't go beyond that. I cannot, just the thought of that makes me sick. After I realized that, if I was to work at this job for the next 40 years, I would not be a millionaire. I would not have the things in my life that I wanted. I would have had to work for somebody else 40 years just to retire. And for my age group and younger, all that Social Security and stuff is not even guaranteed. So whatever worked for the generation before us is not going to work the same for us. And that's what I'm trying to say. Now there are opportunities everywhere. You see businesses, you see new platforms, new apps coming out every year. Like right now, I'm doing a lot of Instacart and Shipt just for extra income, just so I can afford the things that I want to do, right? Those apps disrupted industries like Uber disrupted taxis, and this stuff disrupted, I don't know, it made its own industry. So yeah, technology is changing things so fast, and opportunities are there. I know some of my friends, some people that I know, have been able to do their own delivery services where you become a delivery person. You just use your own cars to deliver packages from business to business or business to customers, and you can start your own fleet. You can buy your own fleet of trucks and do that. If you've ever seen Priority couriers or something, they're red, white, and blue. Or if you see Amazon trucks and you see a lot of FedEx and UPS trucks, FedEx does not have their own trucks that deliver to homes. It's people that are buying their own fleet of trucks, and they're contracting for FedEx, for UPS, for Amazon to deliver the products to the customers. So there's the big company of Amazon, and then you have the contractors that are working for Amazon with their own trucks with Amazon's name on it to deliver to people. And I know that because I worked for FedEx. I did that as a delivery driver for a little bit. So I know how the game kind of works in that realm. And there are so many opportunities everywhere. People just don't know about it. People just don't do enough research. Because something that I come across a lot is a lot of young people, especially a lot of young dudes, they tell me Like I ask him, so do you ever think about investing in this, or do you ever think about starting a business, or do you ever think about working for yourself and trying to create your dream, right? And a lot of the times, like the people in my immediate circle, a lot of them are saying, I'm not smart enough. I'm, like I don't have the money, or just like I don't have connections. All of that stuff can be created and obtained. Like for me, I wanted to go into digital marketing and market for the real estate field because I was interested in real estate investing and stuff. So what I did was I added a bunch of, on Facebook, I added friends strategically. So all I did was talk to real estate agents for like a whole year, and I kept adding real estate agents because once you add one, you see their friends, and Facebook kind of feeds you with more people in the same industry. So I just kept adding more and more friends. Now like 50% of my friends are in the real estate field, and if I have a product or service I want to announce to them, it's easy. It's right at my fingertips. Like, hey, I'll find leads for you. Oh, I have someone who wants to sell their home. Just pay me $200. I'll give that information to you, right? Things like that is possible everywhere. It's just that people are not using their brains, and their mindset is wrong. So I just wanted to drill that in as we are getting close to finishing our Pokemon cards today. You had to look at that Heracross for a long time. Forgive me, but yeah, it's a Viper. Nice. 2 more packs. So far we have 2 hits. Pullout game is mediocre right now. And there we go again. We have another green code. I'll just go straight through it. And we have a Gallade. So this is a Pokemon opening channel, but it just got really boring. Just looking at the same cards, talking about the same cards that everybody else is talking about in opening too. So I want to add a little bit of flair in my own style into this channel, where we talk about other hobbies, entrepreneurship, jobs, careers, and basically I want to talk about self-development and trying to help younger people and even older people to do what they want to do. The same way I'm in my journey right now, trying to level up. I want to help people get to where they want to be too, as I'm going on my own journey. So if you enjoy this, please give me a like and subscribe, because I don't know if this is the sexiest material, but I know that it can help you or people if you're in the same boat as I am. All right, and what do we got? Last pack magic. Slurpuff. Oh, wow. Did I get 2? I got 2 rares. I got a Slurpuff and an Ampharos. Nice. You see the 2 rares? Both got stars down here. Well, that's weird. Nice to have, I guess. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video other than just me popping open Pokemon cards. But even if you're here just with the Pokemon, thanks for being here. If you're here because you like the channel or you like what I have to say, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, let this channel grow. I will be putting out more content, and I think this setting is going to be more permanent. Kids are not going to destroy my setup anymore, hopefully. Fingers crossed, right? But even if they do, I'll just have to put everything back up. But yeah, this is the pullout game. Pullout game was okay. Recap: Sandaconda and Urshifu VMAX. Yeah, pullout game, I guess pretty strong. This guy's pullout game looks really strong. Look at that. And Sandaconda is a long, slimy reptilian, so I'm pretty sure his pullout game's strong too. But we're talking about a kid's card game here, so let's not go too far. Thanks for watching. Peace.